Most of the world's goods and raw materials are transported by sea. It is the essence of shipping to deliver goods safely and timely. Over 1 million vessels travel from port to port worldwide in a year. All of them are managed by shipping companies.
Normally, students of shipping visit shipping companies as part of their educational program, where they would get fundamental knowledge about the organization's departments, who heads them, the positions and roles, the interaction. But the pandemic that began in March 2020 prevented them from visiting the actual workspace of shipping companies.
Project Connect thus created the first virtual shipping company tour in order to offer this knowledge in a lively and structured way.
Offering the opportunity to students who aspire to join the shipping workforce, whether at shore or at sea, to learn about a shipping organization online as if they were physically visiting. This is a journey into the everyday activities and operations of a shipping company, and it is just about to begin. Welcome! This is the ground floor of Evdokia Maritime Corporation. We are so happy that you are interested in a career in the shipping industry and excited to show you around our company. Before you embark on the office tour, it is advisable to know that it will be better to finish the walkthrough and then you may revisit the departments accordingly. We will move from this level up to the executive level, number 6, where the CEO and his executive assistant are waiting to greet you. Towards the end of the tour, you will also find out why this company is called Evdokia Maritime and what this means to all its people.
Are you ready? Off we go then! This is the reception area where visitors like you wait until they are cleared to enter the building. All shipping companies follow international security measures for safety on board the vessels as well as in the shore offices. The company employs a security guard who is trained in the building safety measures. He is responsible to sign in the visitors and employees and give them barcoded security badges to use in the elevators so that they can enter specific departments. The stairs are used in case of emergencies.
At the reception area, there is a receptionist who greets and guides the visitors, answers telephone calls, takes messages, deals with mail, and handles office administration tasks.
Near the reception area is a crew meeting room. This is where the vessel's crew, who are about to embark or who have disembarked, meet with the shore personnel in person. The shore personnel are the operations and technical managers who cooperate with the captains and engineers on a daily basis, and we will get to see their departments later on. On ground level, there is also the auditorium, which serves as a training room. This is where the personnel meet to see presentations and receive updates on the latest data, regulations, and procedures. And just beside the auditorium, there is the bridge simulator, where the seafarers, captains, engineers, and crew get trained.
On the floor above, that is, on level 2, there is a cafeteria and a gym. You see, working in a shipping company is highly demanding and challenging. Tasks take up lots of hours and energy. The company cares about the well-being of the employees and provides lunches and a gym to facilitate de-stressing time before and after office hours.
Companies are run by people, so one can say that people make up companies. Successful companies are organizations made up of dedicated and qualified staff placed in specific divisions.
We are now on level 3. The personnel matters are handled by the Human Resources Department, HR for short. HR is responsible to place the most capable and knowledgeable people in the right positions and specify their roles so that the company can operate efficiently. The HR department is run by the HR manager, who leads and supervises implementation of plans and fosters cultures. The HR manager oversees the long-term staffing strategies and the tools that attract, develop, train, reward, and retain people. He also helps managers and employees perform, develop, and work in a pleasant and safe environment that allows them to achieve their business objectives. So while the HR manager directs interviews and staff selection, the assistant or HR coordinator supports the implementation of the policies and transactional operations such as absence management, recruitment, performance management, training and development, benefits, and payroll. Together, they assess the employees' work performance and help them in their professional development by showing them ways to improve their overall well-being and productivity.
Evdokia Maritime is a medium-sized shipping company. It owns and operates 20 vessels, most of which proudly fly the Greek flag, 14 dry bulk carriers and 6 tankers. The vessels employ about 800 persons at sea in total, captains, engineers, and crew. The company at shore, which manages all the vessels, is composed of 14 departments and employs about 50 people.
Shore personnel's work is meant to support the smooth running of the vessel and care for its crew. The crew are key workers because they run the vessels and live at sea, often under extreme conditions, transporting goods that we all use.
The crewing department, therefore, is as important as the HR department. The crew manager is responsible to find, select, and appraise the seafarers, the captains, engineers, and crew, on their performance. He decides who will work on the vessels, how long crew stays on board, and when to change the crew. It is demanding work because the crew manager has to handle an average of 20 crew members for each vessel and the rotation of fresh crew every 4 to 6 months. There are 2 crew coordinators, each of whom makes the travel arrangements for the embarkation and disembarkation of the crew, notify the port agents, making sure all certificates of the seafarers and officers are valid. They coordinate the training courses that all crew must attend. They update crew database and file documents for all crew activities. They are also responsible to complete the CV screening, organize interviews, help with visas, and other travel formalities.
Our tour on Level 3 brings us now to the IT department. Some say money makes the world go round, but it's also information and technology. Every company has an IT department that handles and maintains the company information systems, which are crucial to the efficient running of the company. In fact, without IT and electricity, companies would literally not function. The IT department is responsible to organize and maintain all the hardware and software systems of the company, keeping it constantly updated. IT sets up accounts and access rights for new users and maintains security and backup solutions. There is 1 IT manager and 2 IT technicians. The IT manager oversees the company's technical infrastructure, all office and vessel IT team members, determines the business requirements for IT systems, manages the software design, implementation, and maintenance of the IT infrastructure. The IT manager monitors the system's performance, eliminating security risks. The IT technicians maintain the servers, PCs, and all the hardware and software and solve the technical problems that may arise.
Of course, there is a department that handles all financial transactions and is called the accounting department. It is on level 4. The accounting department is headed by the accounting manager, also known as the chief accountant. He is responsible for the daily accounting operations and ensures the timely closing of accounts and financial audit, which is an official inspection. He deals with the banks, reviews and corrects errors or any inconsistencies in financial entries. He ensures compliance with required accounting principles and the company's procedures. There are two accountants who handle the payment cycle of all vendors, agents, Social Security, and taxes. They handle the bookkeeping using the company's ERP system, that's a data processing system. There are two assistant accountants that have routine clerical and accounting tasks, such as bookkeeping, invoices, processing VAT returns, and the finalization of the month-end and year-end accounts.
There is a disbursements division which directly liaises with chartering and operations departments. This division reviews all pro forma invoices against the final DAs, that is, disbursement accounts, checking for discrepancies. The accounting manager reports to the CFO, short for Chief Financial Officer, who is part of the executive management team and reports to the CEO, short for Chief Executive Officer. The CFO is responsible for the planning and implementation of all the corporate finance activities and banking matters, as well as the risk management operations of the company. Providing strategic recommendations to the CEO and advice on major, long-term business financial decisions. The CFO also leads internal and external audits, supervises accounting activities, and reports financial data to our board of directors.
You have heard many abbreviations and acronyms during this tour. That's because shipping has its own special language. Time is money when running vessels, and when communication between shore and sea personnel was made by telex, it had to be brief and standardized. Hence all the abbreviations in shipping lingo. On the same floor is the legal department, where the legal manager and the legal assistant represent company owners with charter disputes and any third-party claims. They both specialize in maritime law. The legal manager is responsible for consulting and handling corporate legal processes. She acts as a legal counsel to the CEO and develops the company policies and positions on various legal issues.
On the same level, next to the legal department is the insurance department, where the insurance and claims manager compares and negotiates the annual premiums of the insurance companies that have been appointed to insure the vessels. She closely monitors the fleet's day-to-day commercial activities and the marine insurance market to maintain the required insurance coverage at competitive premiums. Our insurance manager also oversees all insurance claims, including prevention and handling of incidents, so she is also called the claims manager.
Okay, friends, we are now on level 5. Here you will see the main action of the company. The company is like one living organism. All departments are interrelated and functioning for the smooth operation of a vessel at sea. The personnel in these departments are available to their vessels and to one another round the clock, or otherwise 24/7. The entire business of shipping begins in the chartering department. It is the heart of the company, a dynamic pump of revenue that works non-stop. It is the commercial center and the only revenue-producing department. We have two chartering managers, one who specializes in tankers and one who specializes in dry bulk vessels. There is a chartering administrative assistant who supports both managers. The chartering managers are responsible to fix the voyages of the vessels. They find the goods and materials that the vessels transport. Without chartering people finding business for their fleet, the ships would stay idle at sea. No freight income would come into the company. Instead, money would only go out to pay for the daily costs of ships staying without employment. Chartering managers consider many variables like choosing where to direct the vessels when they become available for the next voyage. They must consider which geographic locations are most profitable, seasonal concerns, war risks, piracy, or cargo issues. Like time spent to clean holds for the next cargo following the carriage of a dirty cargo, or port delays due to congestion. When they fix a voyage, they create an official document, a binding commercial contract called the charter party. All contractual members involved, including the vessel, have an obligation to adhere to this contract.
On level 5 is the most important department, which can be considered as the muscles that move the company. It is where the rest of the action takes place because, just like the heart muscle circulates blood to the body, this department coordinates with all the other departments on anything related to the vessels. It is called the Operations Department, or OPS for short. More abbreviations. But you young people love shortening words too. Come on, let's continue ASAP. The Operations Department is the vessel's main point of contact at shore.
There is one Ops Manager, short for Operations Manager, and two Fleet Managers, also called Operators. One specializes in dry cargo and the other in tanker vessels management. There is also one Operations Coordinator. Together, the team operates the company's 20 vessels and are in constant coordination with the Chartering Department and the fleet's captains. The Chartering Department passes on their vessels' fixtures for performing to the Operations Department. It is important how the Operations Department handles the voyage. It is also quite essential that the departments interact well. A good fixture can become a loss because of poor operational handling, and a poor fixture can be saved by good operational handling.
The operations manager usually has many years of seagoing experience. He ensures the fleet's safe and smooth performance in accordance with the obligations to charterers based on the terms and conditions of the charter parties. He focuses on maximizing voyages' profitability, and at the same time, he ensures that charterers fulfill their contractual obligations towards the company. The fleet managers or operators provide all necessary shore-based commercial operation support to the vessels assigned. They coordinate the vessel, the company, and third parties like charterers, port agents, and brokers in accordance with SMS, not SMS of cell texting, but SMS short for the Safety Management System and other international requirements. The Operations Coordinator handles communication for the assigned vessel's voyages and daily operations matters. Also, she has to coordinate all the post-fixture activities, controls the freight collection, bunkers, and DAs, which are disbursement accounts settlements.
On the 5th level, we have another very important office function, the Technical Department. This department ensures efficient and timely deliveries on any new building orders or second-hand purchased ships. It monitors vessels' performance by conducting annual surveys, ensuring various certificates are valid, and planning forthcoming maintenance. For example, they ensure that machinery and cranes of the vessel work properly. They perform periodic surveys and organize underwater cleaning and dry dockings. They also select the grades of marine fuel and lubricants for the engines.
In Evdokia Maritime, there are 6 persons responsible for the technical handling of the fleet of vessels. They are the technical manager, 3 technical superintendents, 1 superintendent electrician, and 1 fleet secretary. The technical manager is responsible for engines to be well maintained and complying with the international safety and environmental protection policy and standards. He plans and monitors the fleet's annual technical budget and the company's planned maintenance system, or PMS. He oversees the superintendent engineer's visits on the vessels and much more. The technical superintendents provide all necessary shore-based technical support, guidance, and assistance to the vessels. They visit the vessels to ensure that they are well maintained and comply to industry standards. They also monitor the classification status. The superintendent electrician designs, tests, and supervises installation of marine electrical systems on the vessels. He provides support and assistance to the rest of the technical department on all electrical-related matters. The fleet secretary, also called the technical administrator, offers support to the technical manager and the superintendents. He handles administrative matters such as flight arrangements for staff, distribution of vessels correspondence, invoice processing, and technical folders update.
Both operations and technical teams are on standby 24/7, including holidays, for any problems troubleshooting that may come up. Vessels are always running on strict time schedules. There are many risks and safety issues that must be monitored. An important part of the operations and technical department's duties is making sure the vessels have enough stores and supplies. The procurement department, also known as purchasing department, is responsible for arranging vessels to have on board adequate provisions, stores, and engine spares, like paints, chemicals, food, water, and whatever supplies they need to live at sea. Vessels also require fuel and lubricants for their engines to keep running. This department is responsible to order them. The department is headed by the procurement manager, also called purchasing manager. There are two purchasing coordinators, also called supplies operators, that support the technical and operations departments to order these provisions. The procurement manager oversees the purchasing cycle of all supplies for the entire fleet, ensuring that vessels' needs are met in the most efficient and cost-effective way. He applies purchasing strategies and monitors the respective budget and his team. In our company, the procurement manager also acts as the bunker buyer, bunker being the slang word for marine fuel. This is a significant responsibility because fuel is one of the highest daily operational costs of running a vessel, and its procurement process is complex. The prices are volatile and they may significantly affect the voyage's profits. The supplies operators ensure that all the required provisions on board are met. They collect requisitions from the vessels and offers from the suppliers and make the necessary comparisons to supply the vessels with their needs. They also check the disbursement account invoices when operations department asks them to process for payment.
To compete in the international arena, shipping companies must comply with international standards for safety and environmental protection, and for this important job is the DPA, short for Designated Person Ashore, also known as the Company Security Officer or CSO for short, and vetting manager who is responsible for emergencies that occur on the ship. He heads the Health, Safety, Security, Quality, and Environment Management, HSSQE, and Marine Department. Sounds complicated. It is a little. The DPA, CSO, and vetting manager share roles with a deputy DPA, CSO, who is second in command and has the responsibility to safeguard the development and implementation of the company's safety management system in line with the prevailing or anticipated regulations and customers' requirements. This department ensures the safety performance of the company's fleet to cover commercial needs and meet charterers' vetting requirements. More specifically, he manages any incidents and deficiencies.
The HSSQE manager safeguards the development and implementation of the company's safety management system in line with the prevailing or anticipated regulations, ensuring the fleet safety performance. He manages health, safety, security, quality, and environmental aspects of the company. He leads the marine superintendents who are responsible to attend vessels in order to evaluate their condition and prepare them for various inspections, such as Port State Control, PSC, and or any other third-party inspections. The HSQE assistant provides support on all relative matters, ensuring implementation of ISM, ISPS, and MLC codes.
Since a shipping company has so many departments, there is a need for a head to oversee their harmonization. This is the job of the COO, short for Chief Operating Officer. The COO is responsible for the operational results of the company. He leads, designs, and implements business strategies, oversees the work of the executives, and assists the CEO in everyday operations. He also prepares and submits reports to the CEO and advises on commercial opportunities.
We are now heading to level 6, which is the executive floor. So far, you've got to know all the various job positions and some of their interaction. There is lots more to learn, but you would have to work in an office or a ship to get the experience you need, besides the theoretical knowledge from a college education, maritime academy, or technical school to have one of these positions. You may want to check Project Connect's website for the shipping company organizational chart, which describes all the positions in detail.
The management of Evdokia Maritime sees the relevance in training the next generation workforce early on for the company's sustainability as well as shipping industries in general. They sponsor shipping students, undergraduates mostly, from the various shipping colleges for their internship program every 6 months. Part of the interns' training is to practice what they learn in college by performing various support and clerical tasks under the supervision of a senior employee in alternating departments. Tasks are usually entering data in the company's shipping software, the ERP system, and soft filing. They learn the roles while developing organizational skills and teamwork, and hence acquiring valuable work experience which will enhance their employability after graduation. The best way to begin your career in shipping is to be an admin assistant or administrative assistant until you can specialize in a specific department. The CEO's executive assistant will explain why this may be a good idea.
Hello, I'm the executive assistant to the CEO, and my office is here next to his on level 6. If you decide to offer administrative assistance in any department, you develop muscle, a support to a professional team learning the ins and outs of a shipping company. Step by step and by your own merit, you will get to the next level, or you can decide to be a professional support to a manager or CEO, like I did. I chose to provide direct administrative support to the executive management team, mostly the CEO, as a profession. I handle their calendars, meetings, calls, business travel, and review the correspondence, while I also file the records and execute the instructions I'm given to perform.
You're being humble. You do much more than that. You have excellent time management and multitasking abilities, and it's with your diligence and competence in your work that executives like me can focus on their managerial responsibilities. Most importantly, you deliver. The goal is to contribute to the efficiency of our office by ensuring all assigned administrative duties are carried out timely and correctly. It's time to introduce myself. I'm the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of Evdokia Maritime Corporation. Welcome! I hope you enjoyed the tour and that you gained a better understanding of how the different departments of a shipping company operate together under one roof. For me, work is like a sport. Being an executive is like being an athlete, except you're a corporate athlete. You get seasoned by learning to ride the waves and calm the storms, and then you reap rewards. The sky is the limit as long as you believe in and love what you're doing. It's an attitude, and you can do anything you can set your mind to as long as it's good for the company and it's useful for the community as well. I've worked in the shipping industry since I was 18 years old, and my path was step by step to the top. It is true that there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. I began as a clerk in an accounting department while studying shipping in college. During my third year, I switched companies and worked as an assistant in operations. Then, I decided to study maritime law before entering my successful career in chartering. I'll never forget while working and studying and how helpful that was in managing my time better. After 25 years of hard work, dedication, determination, and perseverance, lots of long hours, sacrifices, and compromises, I grabbed the opportunity to establish my own shipping company. If you ask me how I did it, it was a combination of timing, knowledge, vision, and risk. But it's been so rewarding. What I love best is that we're always growing and improving. We don't let mistakes and errors become obstacles. We learn to understand and solve them. We're always aiming for excellence and steering towards progress. Evdokia in Greek means thinking of good things, positive thinking. This mindset reflects our company's culture. It is only then that we can combine optimism, enthusiasm, and entrepreneurship into our livelihood, into our company, and into our industry. These are the reasons why I chose Evdokia as our company name. Our industry is so unique. It welcomes everyone who's willing to stand up to its challenges. And I know you can do it by putting your mind to it with the right attitude and always aim for excellence. Gotta go now.
The CEO provides the vision, leadership, strategy, and general management necessary to sustain and grow the company. The CEO is the brain of the company, and perhaps this is why his office is situated at the top of the building, just like our head is on top of our body. He develops and implements a strategic plan to advance the vision, mission, and objectives of the company in order to generate revenue, profitability, and growth.
All shipping personnel are dedicated men and women, adequately educated, well experienced, and with a rare sense of responsibility as well as an eagerness to succeed. They are continuously improving themselves in order to persevere in an industry supporting the survival of the fittest. So always keep in mind that if you arrive in a shipping company well-trained and equipped with basic knowledge of everyday practice and procedures, it will be for the benefit of the company and a strong advantage for you.
It was a pleasure to guide you in one of the best companies around. Evdokia Maritime wishes you a steady and rewarding career in shipping, where the sky is the limit.
Dear visitor, whether you're a college student, a high school student, or a pupil in elementary school, this office visit tour was created with lots of love for you and for the shipping industry. This is Irene Notayes. I'm the founder and director of the nonprofit organization called Project Connect. We help young professionals in the making who seek assistance in their shipping careers. We help them by preparing them for the opportunities and challenges. One day, you will lead the way. We'll be so happy to watch you grow, and along with you, so will our companies. I thank all the team members who helped make this happen, and especially our sponsor, the Seaven Group.